All right, family. It's that time. Black Power. It's the truth hour. With General Sara Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com online marketplace. 15% off going down right now. You feel me? We got the classic and Jurassic DVD lectures. We got the hoodies, the t-shirts and hoodies for the kings and queens. African and Kemetic jewelry for the family. Get you some royal and divine, medallions and finger rings, earrings. We got it for your family. You see, holistic tonics and remedies just stocked up today. Got some to help you out. It's something out there ready to jump on you right now. You got to fortify your immune system. Come on over there. We got you. We also got home decor, accessories for the kitchen, the living room, the dining room. Get you something exquisite, family. It's that time. You feel me? kingseti.com. Class is now in session. Seti University, generalseti.com. Over 800 video presentations. I just dropped a ton of more new videos on the site. Too raw for YouTube. That's all of them. Seti with the master teachers. Freemasonry exposed. The black woman is God. When Egypt ruled the earth. From Naga to Nigga, the Olmec voyages of the Nile, occult science. Seti debates all world religions. Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Judaism. Thisism and thatism. We got you. Video and radio interviews. Highlights from over 50 cities. Ancient civilization, mythology, black power, politics, and economics. The complete General Sara Seti website. Get your ass in class. That's right. General Seti popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live stream. Too hot to handle for YouTube. Tomorrow, we popping off the celestial architecture of ancient Egypt. That's right. The celestial architecture of ancient Egypt. And we're going to be breaking down some heavy mental for your family. That's why, a lot of people, they don't, they read the Bible for face value. You understand what I'm saying? Never having the true meaning. So you say Jesus, and for all you educated niggas, Yahshua, you know what I'm saying? Jesus, for all you educated niggas, Yahshua, he says, in my house, my father's house, are many mansions. Yeah, those are the houses of the zodiac. And we're going to be breaking that shit down with some heavy mental tomorrow, 7 p.m. Become a patron today. Get that work. Just drop. Hip hop should declare state of emergency for the epidemic murders of rap artists. We got all that fire over there on Patreon. General Sara Seti. Not only that, we got over 125 more exclusive live streams on my Patreon. You cannot lose because it's nothing but fire. That's right. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. General Seti, Sara Seti, King Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family. And I say, you can comment, and make sure you have mercy on the general, because I will ban your ass. And I had a nigga in my comments saying, man, you people can't say, man, nigga, it's a joke, nigga. People can't comment. It's a joke, nigga. Take off your panties, nigga. Don't come on here crying, talking about you can't comment. Nigga, stop it. All right, family. We live on Facebook too, General Sara Seti. We live. And I'm dropping some hot ones tonight. The secret connection between Halloween and Christmas. Boy, you niggas out there, y'all just some believers. Y'all I mean, this shit right here, the information is, I'm gonna put it down for you tonight. I just also, we also dropping tonight why Exodus is the first, not why Exodus, not Genesis, is the first book of the Bible. And I also dropped today. You can go to my and check on my YouTube page, Sara, Seti, the Luciferian conscious cult exposed. Get on there, and it's a 8-part series, and we already done dropped 5 already. The other 3 will be tomorrow, family. So we working over here. Believe that. We working. We putting in nothing but work. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Still heavyweight champion of the Black Power world, whether you believe it or not, nigga. You understand? It don't even matter whether you believe it or not. The work stands for itself. That's right. And so today we dealing with, now, why would I say these things? Because see what people fail to understand. Now let me get my other lecture up here. Yeah. Y'all niggas is believers. Y'all just believe anything. And then that's why the man can put anything on your ass. Let me get on up here. All right. Here we go. Let me get in here. Okay. That's that. All right. Bingo. Here we go. We black up. Now what we have to understand is this. Number one, that the Christian world, when they went out to Christianize, Europe, because you got to understand, these is the real pagans. You see what I'm saying? These are the pagans, the worshipers of Pan. You see, the primordial goat god. You see, and so if you were the worshiper of the primordial goat god, you were referred to as pagans. And also, most of the pagans, they lived out, you know what I'm saying, in the backwoods and shit. You see, like they do today, like you got the what they call them, the feral peoples and all that type of shit, where the cannibalistic hillbillies and shit, that's out there. And so this has been an enjoyment for them for a very long time now. You see, and so people don't understand that a vast majority of Europe just got Christianized. See, people got to understand that they were still Christianizing parts of northern Europe, 1200s and 1300, where Ethiopia was had Christianity before that, or Serapis worship, what we call Serapis worship, not Christian, but Serapis worship, and even that is up for debate. You see, and so when they Christianize many of these pagans, the Christians would leave, or the Catholics, let us say that, the Protestants too, they would leave a lot of, the practices of the pagans intact, as long as they adopted a saint, you know what I'm saying, or attributed to a saint. And this is really what they did with a lot of the deities and a lot of the gods and goddesses of the pagans. They would create a saint and put that saint in place, even though the Christians knew. Well, I tell you, the clergy and many of the worshipers, they knew also. That's no different than when you look at what they call Santeria. With the worshiping of the Orishas and so on and so forth. So when you go into the Santeria or whatever practices that use the saints, they'll say, well, this is Obatula. And I believe Obatula was he Peter's? I believe Obatala was Peter, you know what I'm saying? Saint Peter, and so on and so forth. So they chose a saint for many of those. So this was their way of co-opting, many of the, and I don't speak of our people's spirituality as pagans, because we're not pagans. We are the authors of all spirituality on the planet that's legitimate. You see what I'm saying? That's legitimate. But this was one way, that I could show you where they even took voodoo and they Christianized it, and they took the Orishas and they created a saint. And so that's what they did with a lot of the European paganism too. You see, so Santa Claus, and which was the Nordic god. Odin, aspects of him was the Nordic god Thor. And so you think you worshiping Santa, you know what I'm saying? Saint Nicholas ain't no goddamn Saint Nicholas. See that, they got literature, that the Catholics that made up so many goddamn saints. They don't even know how many they got. You know what I'm saying? True indeed. I'm not making that sense. They don't even know how many saints that they have, that they done created so many. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to understand that I did the research. Ain't never been no Saint Nicholas. Okay, this is just a mythology that they created so that they could, they could have someone that they could accredit, this Yule tide, or this or the giving of presents to children. There has never been no goddamn Saint Nicholas. Okay, I did the read, and I went through Christian sources, and they said that there was no literature documented during the time that they said that this man lived, that there was no literature referring to a Saint Nicholas damn near to 200 years after the date that they said that he lived. Okay, and so I say, damn, doing my studies, and I'm a thorough researcher. I don't leave nothing, no stone unturned. Anybody, they saying Santa Claus is Saint Nicholas. I say, well, goddamn, was Saint Nicholas, is this motherfucker flying through the air on goddamn reindeer? What part of the fucking game is that? This man is doing shit that no human can do. So what aspect of Santa Claus is Saint Nicholas? What part? Except you saying that he gave gifts. Man, this man flying around the fucking world, over to goddamn 7 goddamn continents in less than 12 hours, delivering gifts to over 8 billion motherfuckers. What, St. Nicholas was doing that? St. Nicholas could do that. He's a shapeshifter. This motherfucker can slide down chimneys and shit. These are the powers of a goddamn god. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no man. This is a god. And people don't, and people, and so they know it, but they don't know it. That's why I say that the Christian ain't nothing but a pagan. That's all. He's a fucking idol worshiper. And when you ask the Christians how many gods, I'm doing one, how many gods do the Christians, the goddamn Muslim too? Because he got a goddamn tree in his house now too. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. They got damn Christmas trees in their house too. You understand what I'm saying? Pork, pork sausages and shit, and pork bacon and all the rest of that shit. That's right. Faking like a motherfucker, talking about assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Got the Christmas tree coming up out of Germany. You see what I'm saying? So we understand. Now, what is this secret connection? Because what we have to understand, to the Europeans, to the Nordics, see, because you have adopted, they Christianized a holiday that they, which the Northmen or the Nordic call Yule. Okay, Y-U-L-E, and sometimes they spell it Jewel with or with a J, J-U-L, and which was the prefix for jolly. You see what I'm saying? And so, when after the fall, let me put this in here so you can see it up here. When you talk about the fall of the sun, you see, so when you talk about fall, you're talking about the sun is crossing the fall equinox. You see, and you got the spring equinox, you got the fall equinox. And so once the sun past the fall equinox, the days get short. As far as light, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter. This, it start getting dark. God damn it, it's getting darker now with shit. It's gonna get to where it get about 5 o'clock, 5:30. It's gonna be dark already. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be dark. So the sun is out less and less, and darkness. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is becoming supreme. Okay, and so another term for the fall, or the fall of the sun, is autumn, and we understand that autumn was a sun god of ancient Egypt, a creator god, but a sun god of ancient Egypt. So when you talk about the fall of the sun, you're talking about the fall of autumn. And see in the darker half of the year, which is the coldest. You see what I'm saying? And so when you come past the fall equinox to the northerners, it was spoken that the veil had become thin. And so what does that mean? That means where the wall between this world and the spirit world was at its thinnest. And so, there would be a lot of spirits that would come upon the planet. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them malevolent. You see, and so even in the spring equinox, that was another time where the veil was thin. You see what I'm saying? Because it's almost like when you crack a combination lock, and when you put it in there, you put the combination in, you hear it click. You see, when it come to them equinoxes, you know what I'm saying? The revolution, the cycle of, it clicks. And when it clicked, that means there's a opening. You see what I'm saying? There's an opening, from the spring equinox and the fall equinox. That's why in the spring equinox, you get gods that are, resurrecting from the underworld, just like Jesus is supposedly resurrected from the underworld. You got the other goddess from Greek mythology, Persephone, who was also come up out of the underworld every year around that time to bring spring. You see, to bring spring. And so, so in these times in the north, they were very nervous. These was looked at as, treacherous times. You see, they were looked at as treacherous times where a lot of, malevolent beings would come to the planet. You see, so they got all type of goddamn demons and shit. And the crazy shit about it, because niggas don't do no research, and because they let the Christian Christianize all this demonic shit. You know what I'm saying? Even Halloween, where we understand hallow meaning holy. Hallowed be thy name. Holy be thy name. Yet and still you walking around with all this demonic shit on. You see what I'm saying? Dressing the babies up, you know what I'm saying, like Jeffrey Dahmer, and goddamn, and wonder why that you wake up motherfucking babies and shit, going crazy and shit. And they grow up to be goddamn psychopathic killers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you and then when we talk about teaching them something great about their African history, you don't want to hear shit about that. But you a damn sure dress them up to be, demons and monsters and vampires and all that other shit. That just show you how sick you is. You know what I'm saying? And let it be known that's what you is. Don't let nobody lie to you. You see what I'm saying? To be participating in this shit. And a half of them is, is supposedly Christian. They Christian in quote unquote, in verbiage. But goddamn it, when it come down to, and it's garbage anyway, so I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame you. And so now we understand that, when we start talking about Halloween and you talk about Yule is what they call midwinter. That means it's in the, you in the darkest times, because on the 21st, you got the shortest day of the year. Okay. And so that means, as far as the sun, shortest day of the year. So you in deep. So it's a lot in. So they, at them time they were very nervous. They would have their ass in. They wouldn't be out there roaming around because you got to understand a lot of these peoples is in forests. It's shit. You know what I'm saying? You out there, goddamn it, all you got is the moonlight and a torch, and that ain't enough. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You get to hearing all kind of shit out there in them fucking forests and shit, and you like, goddamn, we a long way from the crib. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people, shit, most of the time they try to have their ass in the house. You see? And so what what the Christians have done, they have Christianized for the most part, holidays that wasn't so what, quote unquote, jolly. And you understand? And and they had festive, but you know what I'm saying? We talking about being locked inside. We ain't talking about being outside. You see? And so what happens is many, which I'm gonna show you, many of these entities that existed around that time pre-Christian. You know what I'm saying? That still exist today, but they've Christianized them. One of them being Krampus. And I've already rocked niggas world with Krampus. That's not, they got many videos and movies about Krampus, but he's not the only one. So they have many of these crazy ass entities, such as Krampus. Then if you go on Tubi, goddamn it, you can get all that shit. You understand? You got Mother Krampus, which is what they call her Frau Perchta. Okay, Frau Perchta, the embowler. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. I couldn't believe, and I'm looking at, I'm doing the studies and shit, and I'm in deep. When I go in some shit, I'm studying. I'm not playing no games with it. And so this motherfucking crazy ass witch come out right around, right around, today, what would be called Christmas. But it would come out around Yule time and would be kidnapping children. You see, that's why when they show earlier forms of Father Christmas was in Britain. Father Christmas existed before Santa Claus. See, and so when you go into Europe, it'll show you all the different entities or in the various countries of who was most significant around that time, what we call Yule. Santa Claus is American. See, that's what people can't understand. They got to look at all the other ones that was before Santa Claus. Father Christmas was in Britain, and they show him many times doing the same thing as Krampus, throwing the damn kids in a knapsack. So when you talk about how, Christmas today is, where the kids get gifts and it's really centered around children today, you talking about in America. You're not talking about pre-America. You see, all the damn entities that come out around Yule, 21st, and then you got 12 days of Yule, which later became the 12 days of Christmas. You see, which later, because ain't no damn 12 days, because if Jesus was born, you don't hear nothing in the Bible talking about no 12 days. You don't even hear nothing about Christmas. It's a northern holiday altogether. And then when you study early Christianity, they don't even celebrate the birth of Jesus. Much later, they were more concerned with the resurrection of Jesus. Okay, so Easter is the most celebrated of the Christian holiday. The Christian aspect came, the Christmas aspect came much, much later. And so because they already had holidays around that, the 25th and Yule time, they had Saturnalia in Rome. They just co-opted those seasons because they were already popular. You see what I'm saying? They were already popular, so they co-opted. Now, the first one, I already brought up Krampus, but I'll do Krampus later. I'm gonna talk about this one witch they call Gryla. Okay? Now, this ugly motherfucker, Gryla, okay, come out of Iceland. Now this is pre Santa Claus. You see what I'm saying? Now it says Gryla, she's a giant witch, an org, or a troll from Iceland and the Nordic countries. Like Krampus, she steals naughty children at Christmas, but instead of taking them to hell in a basket, which Krampus does, people don't understand when they see Krampus with old St. Nicholas that he's taking the children off to hell. I say, what kind of shit is this? You understand what I'm saying? So you talking about until America, until where they kind of, took the, the evilness out of it, to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? And, kids was very scared around these times. You know what I'm saying? Because they thought one of these evil motherfuckers was coming to take them away. So Gryla, she get the kids and she cooks them and eat them. Listen, the stories told about her are so scary and gruesome that Iceland has outlawed parents telling them because they border on child abuse. Do you understand that? That they've been teaching this shit to their kids. It's been going down from generation to generation so long that the Iceland goddamn government had to pass laws to outlaw parents from even telling stories about Gryla because they border on child abuse. I say, well, goddamn. And so majority of all these entities from because every country has its own entity. Matter of fact, where is that? Where is that? I can show you some, of the various, you got personages, you got Father Christmas, that's Britain. The motherfucker coming out of France is called Noel. Noel. Here it is. Here, where? Right here. Right here. Let me throw this on in here. So you can see. This is, and all of them are pre-Santa Claus. You don't get Santa Claus until you get to America. So you see in the red, you got Father Christmas. Look like an old man. Some, if you watch what's that with Ebenezer Scrooge and shit. Father Christmas is in that one. You see what I'm saying? He's similar to Santa Claus, but I don't think he got no sled or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you go up into like Denmark, Switzerland, where I know Denmark, Switzerland, and Sweden and areas like that, you got the little gnome. They call him Nissi. He look like Santa Claus, but he's a troll. He's a real small little troll. Pre Santa Claus. You see what I'm saying? And he, you have to put some porridge out there for him. If you don't put no porridge in, motherfucker, you know how they like gremlins and shit. They get the fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? So you have to appease the motherfucker. You don't put no porridge out there for the motherfucker then, and that's sacrifice. You're sacrificing to old Nissi. Now in northern France, you got Bale Nickel, and this is an old beat up ass motherfucker, and he walks around with a switch. Now all of them walk around with a switch. If you watch Krampus, he'll have a switch. You'll see Father Christmas walking around with a switch. They whoop the children. So and I want y'all to understand, up until America with Santa Claus, wasn't no giving no goddamn gifts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And if it was on the, not on the level of what it is today. For the most part, the majority of the entities around, centered around Yule was some gruesome motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That they really did not want to see. Now, so you see right here, this is Gryla, cannibalistic, evil troll, and her sons Yule lasts. Now you see that Yule let you know is right around what today they call Christmas. And she had was it 12? I believe she had 12 of them or 12 of them for every day of Yule, and each one of them did something mischievous and shit. You know what I'm saying? They would come down and do something. If you didn't appease them with something, you know what I'm saying, then they would, whatever that shit that they was mischievous, they would tear up your pots, and one motherfucker just take all the pots and shit up out the cabinets and shit and this, that, and then throw your shit all outside. You got them, and so they did all type of crazy shit. And so you see right here, this is her. And now y'all got to understand, you can see the tree in the back. They haven't even given this shit up. You see what I'm saying? They just incorporated it into Christmas. You see, and give them some type of they no longer eating babies and shit, but they know who the fuck she is. And so they didn't Christianize the demon. You know what I'm saying? But that just let you know behind the scenes that for the most part, these stories are still prevalent. Okay. And so you see right here again, this is Christmas Eve. You can see right there, Christmas Eve, the mummers. You see, and so when I say Valor, the secret connection between Halloween and Christmas, see, during that time after fall, it don't matter what holiday it was, they all wore the mask because the mask was to ward off the evil spirits. You see what I'm saying? In one of them, in Saturnalia, which one was that? No, it was the Day of the Dead for the Romans. It was called Lumeria. Okay, the holiday that they call Lumeria. You know what I'm saying? And so they would put the mask on at that time, to ward off their own family members, because the family members remember the house where they lived at. So to keep, you know what I'm saying, from one of their ancestors recognizing them, they would put the mask on so they wouldn't recognize them. So that just lets you know they don't want to be connected to their ancestors. Okay. The creepy. And this one right here. Now this is Perchta. Perchta. Okay. Now Perchta is the one that they call Mother Krampus. Okay. They call her now Gryla cook motherfuckers. Perchta, man, I couldn't even put some of the shit up here that she's known for doing. They call her the disemboweler. You know what I'm saying? And they show her, and she got children and shit. I say, man, how in the fuck do they got stories like this, man? You know what I'm saying? Where she didn't rip, children open, and what they do after she takes the intestines out, she stuffs the gut, you know what I'm saying, the stomach with garbage. This is what she do. She stuffs the stomach with garbage. But they still got this motherfucking ugly looking motherfucker out here. Now that's Gryla. You see? And they say many stories about Gryla have long scared Iceland children, and they did not dare to go out during Christmas time. But her role changed much with time. Now you got to look up there where it says, which one is that? Let me see. One of them says ancient. So you got to know that this is right here where it says Perchta, evil witch of the Alps, an old tradition that still continues. Ancient legends of Perchta, okay, are native to Austria. It's the Alpine regions of Switzerland and southern Germany. Perchta is a very old mythological figure who remembers pre-Christian time. So what they see, so the thing is, they've Christianized seasons and times of these Nordic people where it wasn't no jolly time. So up under these, and you're gonna see it. That's why, when they talk about Krampus, they don't, Krampus is the twin of Saint Nicholas or Santa Claus. Okay, now the one over there in see, that's another one. That was before Santa Claus. You had Santa Claus. And so that's where you get Santa Claus, but Santa Claus is over there in them Nordic countries where I believe he come up out of Sweden. I believe it's Sweden over there in that area. And so you got Santa Claus, and he don't have reindeer. He ride on the horse. And so it's Santa Claus and Krampus. But see, they replaced Krampus with Black Pete. Now they got Black Pete over there. You know what they race his ass, which is a Moor to show the downfall of the Moors in Europe. But before St. Pete, it was Krampus. And sometimes they still have Krampus. They have Black Pete and Krampus out there. But they say that Krampus is the evil twin of Santa Claus. Why is they saying that? Because they know that originally it was Krampus. And they still have Krampus night over there. You understand? They still have the ancient traditions of their ancestors. I believe Krampus night is the night before Saint Nicholas Day. Now they don't practice, they don't come out on Christmas, they come out on Saint Nicholas Day. And so let me see, Saint Nicholas Day. There you go, right there. It's December 6th. Okay, so that's when they had theirs on December 6th. I believe Krampus is the night before, on the 5th. You know what I'm saying? And so they come out there and they have all them demonic motherfuckers. I done done this so many times. You see, Krampus. And let me see. Matter of fact, Krampus Day. And I showed them motherfuckers out there, you know, yes, it's December the 5th. Let me see. Austria. I'll just put all, because they show you right here. And so you can see all these motherfuckers right here. Everybody and they mama dressed up in one of them evil ass. I'm going to put it up here for you. So you see them right there. You know, everybody got the Krampus mask on. See, these is this. So the thing is, niggas didn't Christianize seasons of these Nordic motherfuckers where it's demonic. And so that's why they'll show Santa Claus and many of these other deities. Matter of fact, where's that other? Let me get that other. So I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay, that's not it. They'll show them back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like Janice, to let you know what I'm saying? That these is, you know, two entities, one and the same. You see what I'm saying? They're twins. And that the Krampus is the older, you know, came first. That's his reality. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I got it. It's already up in here. Let me see. Where's that? Let me put that one down. Let me see. Wait a minute. Is it over here? Hold on, family. So I can show you. Well, you know what? It's a lot on that one, too. It's a lot on this one, too. Hold on. Matter of fact, this is. Okay. Let me see if I got that. I want y'all to see that they twins. They ain't just no damn. These is actually twins. Well, I ain't gonna look for it. Here go one. Here go one right here. Here go one right here. Matter of fact, here go right here. See right there? Santa's evil twin. See, they don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that the Santa was the Christians, or Saint Nicholas was the Christian saint that they created to co-opt Krampus. You see what I'm saying? So what they would do, they would just show they would show Santa Claus. They would show Santa Claus with Krampus chain. He would be carrying Krampus with him on a chain to show you that Christianity had usurped the pagan worship, but he was still there. You see, he was the older brother of Santa Claus. He was the older brother of Santa. And so even with Perchta, there's an aspect of Perchta that they call Holly. You see what I'm saying? They are twins. Now the Holly, the front, she's just as wicked. You see, she'll come with she ain't as gruesome. You see what I'm saying? They would like to say she's more pleasant to the sight. You see, she's more pleasant than Frau Perchta is gruesome. You see, so they'll show them right here. If you see them back to back, you'll see one face less gruesome, both of them gruesome. You see what I'm saying? But this is Perchta and this is Holly to show you that it's the laws of opposites. But they both evil. So I don't even see where they get the laws of opposites from. But so the same thing with Krampus and Santa. You see, they use Holly, when they want to, not be as vulgar as and as demonic as they origins are. They try to clean it up and present the one that's less evil to the world. And so Santa Claus is less evil. And so, but right there, he carries Krampus along with him, and he ordains Krampus to take the bad children. That's why they say he knows, and that right there is a deity. A lot of people that don't, listen to the shit that they say about Santa. They say he knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Who the fuck would know if you've been bad or good? Everybody in the fucking world, you know who the fuck been bad? Who the fuck got that kind of power but God? Come on, man. Y'all got to wake the fuck up, man. So quit talking about it. If you out there got Santa Claus and I ask you how many gods you got, and if you tell me you only got one God, you's a goddamn lie, nigga. Goddamn it, you calling on Wednesday for Woden, Thursday for Thor, Saturday for Saturn. You goddamn calling Sunday for Suna, the goddamn Nordic god. We know about the sun, but the term sun come out of the Nordic. I thought it was 4 gods. It's 5 gods and goddesses. Because Sunday come out of Suna. The word sun come out of Suna, which come up out of Nordic, which was the goddess of the sun. So all of that shit, so don't tell me you got one God, nigga. Quit lying to yourself. Wake the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? Wake the fuck up. Do that for yourself. You see? And so the thing is, I just had to bring this out. I'll be getting more in detail because I'm just warming up. I'm just moving into, but I have to, when I get ready to bring this demonic shit out, I don't want you to get to looking funny and shit. And the reality is, if you do the research, when you do the research, there were times in Britain and America where they just banned Christmas because of the facts of this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because not only was it demonic and shit, it was, Saturnalia. And when you talk about Saturnalia and you talk about Yule, you got to understand that the demonic practices are partying today. You see what I'm saying? That you see Mardi Gras, masquerade, where they put the mask on because they too embarrassed to show their fucking face on all the wild shit that they be doing and shit. That's called carnival. Okay? Carnival. And when you look at the root word of carnival, carnal, that shit mean deplorable. You know what I'm saying? Deviant. You see, if you look it up, lewd, that mean your ass was, you know what I'm saying, just you out of control. Okay? So that's why they call it carnival. Look the shit up. I'm sick of you niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of you niggas. You deny the truth all the goddamn time. It is what it is. Wake up, nigga. You been fooled. Okay, you been fooled. Or have you? Or are you a willing participant? You see? And so that's why many of what the Puritans, when they came to America, look, they didn't start, they didn't officially make goddamn Christmas a national holiday in America until 1870. You see what I'm saying? They had banned based on how they practiced, you know what I'm saying, Christmas, which was a carryover from Yule and a carryover from Saturnalia, where they had a carnival Mardi Gras atmosphere during Christmas, what they call Christmas, which was Yule first. So I'm not, I don't want people to think, oh, they acting wild. And no, that was the original way of them holiday, of that time of the year. Okay, y'all got to quit thinking that what you see today, that's American. That shit just come into being. And it didn't happen in earlier. This shit is more of the 1900s, where you see, Santa Claus come in late 1800s and shit and this, that, and the third. But the Christmas that you see today is a little bit over 100 years old in the way that is being practiced today. All prior to that, that shit is a rock and roll goddamn carnival, wild, lewd, goddamn sexually deviant, goddamn drunkard and shit and all of that. And so when the Christians, early Christians that were Puritans, they banned Christmas. They banned it. Say, yeah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because they looked at this shit as demonic. Okay? And so I want y'all to know, don't let no motherfucker knock on your door. You know what I'm saying? And shit, because listen, these entities, and that's why I love Tubi. You understand? Motherfucker Tubi has some cheap ass movie, but they sure be having they make room for all they demons. Shit that you wouldn't even know. Perchta, Gryla, all that. They got all them motherfucking movies up there showing. I say, man, these motherfuckers. Boy, I tell you, boy, niggas be thinking I'm hard. No, I ain't hard enough. I ain't hard enough on them. I'm telling the truth. I got to tell more truth. You is in a time of misery. You're in the darkest time of the. I'm gonna end on this because I'm gonna get on. Because I'm coming right back on both channels because I'm about to get on the Bible again. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got on it, but I'm gonna get on it anyway tonight. I've been getting on it previous days, but what was I didn't miss my goddamn thought. But that's all right. You know what I'm saying? It'll catch up with me the next video. Anyway, this is the General Sara, Suten, Seti. And I want to say, thank you for being here today. Check me out, kingseti.com, generalseti.com. Get over to my Patreon. I ain't got nothing but fire. All the links is right down there in the video description. Click them links. Begin to think, y'all. And we got many, many more of the holiday holocaust coming up. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. I got you. All right. This the General Sara Suten said, he's saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.